Hello, this is Evan, and I am one of the founder of No Limit Emails. Welcome. Today's our audio session. Reach out the whole world at one place, at one press. Uh, Welcome. Also, I have a guest, Barb Link, and is with us in the room. And just a moment, we will get to Barb. But before we get there, please join a conversation. We also have a private room is available in the description. Wherever you find this post should be there, and you can join the private room and have a more long conversation, be it on cam or off cam, as there currently we are sharing our screens so you can see what we are talking about, what we are doing on screen. Obviously right now on LinkedIn alone we are just an audio, and also on LinkedIn when we are on the live event tab, unfortunately the event organizer, as you can see, we don't see that much of the chat or comment happening in there. So this is a bit LinkedIn issue. To rectify that, we have already prepared special room for everybody else can hang out in. So therefore, you're all welcome and you're all invited. Bring your bags of questions, and hopefully our experts today will answer anything that you're asking us. That being said, welcome, Barbara. Please introduce yourself and let us know uh, what you're doing.
Why, certainly. My name is Barb Ling, otherwise known as Mama Bear or BT Ling, and I specialize in digital product creation that I will sell online via my website, via vendor platforms, and I use no limit emails for some very creative email marketing techniques. I am enjoying myself greatly here. And that is my intro.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon and evening to everybody else who is joining us. If you hear us talking about email, or be it product creation, be it a lead generation, be it basically launches, please do not hesitate and ask us any question you have. So we have, Barbara, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, um, especially with somebody just starting in a total beginner point of view. uh, where can they find you, first of all, and how can you help them to just get started?
Is this a question to me?
Yeah, question to you. Let's say I was a total
Yeah.
beginner and
Ah,
you're
I,
my coach. I hired you yesterday.
yes, indeed. Thank you so much. I had misheard the question, so my apologies there.
No
So,
worries.
after we are done with this exciting podcast and LinkedIn goodie, I can be found at virtual coach.com. My email contact is btl at, wait for this, virtual coach.com. And that is I.
Awesome. That is awesome. I just want to check back with Chris if he's everything's okay on the room.
Yes,
Uh,
everything is fine. Chat is open and we are open. Our lobby is open for guests to come on in with the link provided by Evan there. And then if you wanted to join us on camera or just audio and ask your question, certainly feel free to join us and do so.
Thank you for that, Chris. So let me just kind of get into this evening about the topic matter, as is kind of big claim that we're making in here, reach out to the whole world at once. Uh, Obviously, right now, we cannot share, I personally cannot share my screen on LinkedIn, but on the room, we have members, including Barbara herself, and as well as Chris, that we can show you exactly what kind of tooling that we have and what kind of process that we do in order for us to basically to do this. And the best, one of the best example that we can give you as a live active UI, you can visit meet.nolimitemails.com. You can go live anywhere in the world without really signing up for anything, without taking your credit card out, or without any ads or any cookies on the website. It is kind of tool that we created internally, we use for ourselves, but it was so good and it's working so well, we decided to release it to whole world to use. And I think Barbara just mentioned that a couple of seconds ago about uh, literally the tools that we all really end up kind of becoming in love with. Without it, really, we can't do each day, especially myself. Without it, really, I could not do the amount of stuff that I'm doing on, especially on a live communication, be it meeting, be it recording, just your screen, all sorts of good things that we can do and achieve with that free live tool. As you all know, there are many alternatives out there, but every alternative that you're gonna find restriction, time restriction, and as well as basically draining your your hard-earned cash out of your pocket. And we try to reverse that, and hopefully that tool becomes very useful tool for everybody in the world to use. And welcome, and I hope you like it. And just give us some ideas, some feedbacks, what you guys like to us to improve on the live tool. Of course, we will also deep dive in to the like email side of things. How can you really use it? How can it help you, and how easy it is to basically safeguard your own data with it. And with that, I like to ask a couple of questions to Barbara, if you don't mind. And
I would love to be there.
question
Yes,
number one, I have basically I did post a poll on a couple of
doll.
chats. So question number one that I get is for the new people, how long does it really take when you get logging in to your no limit emails in order to work?
Oh, well, once the all clear is given and the account is ready, it's ready to use right then and there. And then whenever a new campaign needs to be created, or a new way email marketing should be approached, um, no matter what time it is, morning, noon, night, next year, today, etc., you just get onto your dashboard and make it happen. I started doing that this morning, as a matter of fact. So it's
Awesome.
all there.
Awesome. As all there from the get go, you can go. And also, actually, another one to just tie to that, a little bit technical side of it. Did you have to do any technical work or change code or change setting when you received the count in order to work?
Nope, there was no hacking on my part that was required, no extra thingies that you and your team didn't take care of and make possible. So I didn't have to go crawling all around the code, unfortunately, but yes, it was all there and works great.
And of course, you are somebody that capable of code and all that good stuff. So it's coming from somebody like yourself is a good evidence
Yeah,
that what we really say is you get, that's what you get, right?
basically,
So
yes.
rest being short, I have a number two question for us. And number two question is how flexible the tooling is to integrate with my own stuff, be it website, be it different systems that we use. Well, to be honest, Barbara can't tell you exactly how flexible it is because she's kind of built amazing infrastructure within the short space of time that she had account. It just absolutely blows me away because so much infrastructure has got built very quick. And I hope some of the functions in the tool makes it that really become fast and time saving kind of device in our hand when we build in really total company infrastructure in your back end. Please just tell us, like, beginning obviously to answer that question, how easy is it for you to now totally kind of separate everything you do or provide based on different kind of, let's say, categories and niches?
I would say for me that the ease is something where along the lines of, oh, I don't know, for me it would be drinking coffee, breathing. It's just natural now for me, the way everything is set up neatly and in its place. And I would say 97% of the time, I know exactly how to get the kind of information, create the kind of processes that I want. In the very rare other types, I can then just ask Evan, who will then probably spend as long as it takes, and it quite often doesn't require a long time at all to make sure it happens and it works. So very quickly is what I would say.
Thank you so much. So I have number 3 question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the How fast and what's the limitation you guys experience when you're uploading and verifying leads?
Oh, wow. Uploading, it's press a button and then it gets uploaded. So very quick. There's simple interface, click button, thingy goes zoom, and very quick. That's how it works for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I have.
exactly how it's worked for me. Probably the same for Chris. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I have to agree. That's the way it is. I think part of that is because the infrastructure when you first sign up on an account, the infrastructure actually warms up. And those of you that are familiar with other types of email servers understand the phrase of warm up. But basically, what that means is that is you shouting out to the rest of the world, hey, I have an email server. This is a good place. This is a good account. We're going to make sure that everything we do is legal and ethical when we
Mm-hmm.
send out our emails. So we start off slow with just a couple emails the first couple days. Then we start ramping up a little bit faster. So at the end of about 10 days, you'll probably have about 10,000 emails that you've already sent out, at least 10,000 emails. But in the 30-day normal warm up, you can send up to a million, closer to 2 million sometimes, cold emails out to people just warming up our system and just making sure that our systems are ready to go. That way, our inboxing is incredibly high, incredibly high. It just if you're using a lot of changes have been done lately to a lot of people with Gmail accounts. Um, it's hard to inbox sometimes in the Gmail accounts because it relies on how much money you advertise with and so forth. But if it's just a standard email URL to an actual business site or commercial site, boy, it goes straight in right away, and it is incredible. I use it for building my lists, for building up leads from cold email. It's incredible. It's incredibly
Yep.
fast. You can build a list so fast. It isn't even funny, and it's a validated list. It's a list that is hungry for you to send email for. So it really cuts down that curve of time it takes for you to start building your online business. And if you already have an established online business, you may have 15, 20,000 emails. When was the last time you validated those? Are you sure they're even being delivered to an actual business that's still there? Or are you just paying MailChimp and Aweber and Constant Contact money that are for emails that are no longer active, that are dead emails? Uh, it's the ability to have my email checked and validated is a huge cost savings, particularly for any new business out there starting. So
Chris, could I bring up another point there?
sure.
Uh, Chris was talking about building email lists and how simple it is, which is also true. But this also brings up another fantastic aspect of no limit emails, in that when any one of us learn how to or master specific tasks or abilities within email marketing, we proactively tell each other. We're a very close knit group
Hmm.
and
Yes.
we help one another. Chris has helped me. Chris proactively helped me, that was the first time that's happened since my corporate career, and that was wonderful, utterly grand. So that's what I wanted to say.
I thank you for that kindness, Barb. But this is a community. It's not, people have trouble understanding exactly what we do here. And we do have people accuse us of being spammers. Oh, you're just a bunch of spammers. No, not really, because we just have information we want to share with folks out there, share with other people in the world. And so we send it out and then wait to hear back or not hear back. It's totally a one way street. We're not going to send out junk, because if we send out junk, our email reputation, our sender's reputation, everything would be destroyed and hurt. And it's not. I have never, in the over a year and a half that I've been part of this, where I have sent out hundreds of thousands of emails every day, I've never run into a point where my email hasn't gone through or received notification that my account is being shut down because of information. But then again, that also relies on creating good content in your email, a value that you're going to send somebody in your email. If you're just sending them junk saying buy my stuff, nah, people are going to put you in the spam box so fast that isn't even funny. But if you can tell people, look, I have a business, I feel what you feel, I know your pain, and this is what I've done to alleviate that pain, and the solution that I have is quite simple. If you have any questions, contact me, reach out to me. And people do. They will reach out to you, because believe it or not, there are a lot of problems that people have, particularly starting up new businesses, and they just don't know where to turn. You turn to YouTube, you turn to some influencers. They're not running in the same system you are. Go to bootstrappers. I worked as a security guard at night and built my computer business up in the 90s. I had to work overnight so that I can work online during the day. And it took me a while, but at the end of 2 years, I was banking almost $1 million a year in sales. But it requires you to do the work. But you have to be, you have you have to do the work on the way. It just doesn't happen overnight. But to have a tool like this, oh my God, I would have been raking in the money back in the 90s had I had this so much. It's incredible. It has outperformed pay-per-click ads, newspaper ads, trade magazine publications, all that stuff. I've tried all this. This has outperformed all of that, hands down. I'm done talking right now, Evan. Maybe we go back to your
Thank you for
questions
that. No,
over there.
definitely. Like, I really appreciate all this coming from you guys, because really, this is one of the reason that pushes us, especially like a really good master builder, like build something and sit back and say, yeah, I'm proud. Actually, I got hand into this. Crafting something that truly is life changing and truly helpful, not like use it today and like disposable tool type stuff. Uh, for my own self, it's been absolutely like amazing kind of experience as a user, just like yourselves, just experimenting with a stuff, especially with cold email outreach. And I like to kind of touch back on what you said, basically about spam. It's quite common because we are all used to receiving lots of spam. Everybody sees every email or every email platform is just a spam producing kind of factory or something like that. In a nutshell, because so many bad actors takes really advantage of good technology, especially good technology like email. Um, and we try to be ethical above we not see ourselves above the law of any kind, any land, or any people. uh, Therefore we care what kind of people that we have in the network, first of all, and also what type of emails that kind of our network produces and spreads around the world. And number one thing that really is like we care about data safety and safety of communication between A person and B person. So that's one of the really most important thing for myself as an individual and as well as business person, to interact with the rest of the internet and of the world that we have. And as we all know, it's very kind of like dangerous world out there, and it's not many places safe to actually have a safeguard proper data, business structure data. And we try to do something that really big enterprise companies try to do for years and not able to put it in place. And kind of in touch what just Chris was saying about outperforming what we had before and what is available now in the actually in the market right now. That's really our goal, is about uh, empowering the individual that uses the tool in a way that never was possible before.